Hello everyone, Mystic here. Welcome back to A Hat in Time. Last time, we completed almost everything that the original game had to offer. However, this time, we're not going to finish the original game. We're going to begin the DLCs with Chapter 6. A purple rift's detected as, at the end of last episode, we repaired one of the final two podiums and made our rift. So for now, let's go to Bon Voyage. I shall already warn you, Chapter 6 is not the longest chapter. It is possibly the shortest chapter of them all. However, here we are. As you see, there's tons of luggage, but of also very high notoriety. Up here is a rift token. Let's see what these guys have to say.
I hope there's something to do other than take a dip. Keep it to yourself, kid, but we ain't the swimming type. Capiche?
Apparently they don't swim, even though penguins are exceptionally good swimmers.
The boss wanted to be here, but when he heard the conductor is here, he decided to focus on his next movie instead.
The rivalry still goes on between the two, but it seems to be the conductors here.
Yeah, the tickets for this thing are pricey, but we helped ourselves to the old one flippin' discount, if you know what I mean.
I don't think I have to go over what they mean by that. Alright, hello you. I've seen you in most of the chapters.
Hey kid, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to get to the sun these days. That darn Steve, always one step ahead. Anyway, I thought I'd take some time off to relax. This should be smooth sailing, huh?
Well, it appears that he's been trying to go to those places and not relax. A bit odd, but maybe it's due to his line of work.
You know, after traveling on the conductor's train all the time, I'm looking forward to something a little more reliable.
Basically, the conductor apparently is not the most reliable train driver. We have a sleeping mafia member here, and it appears to be Chores here too. We can't interact with any of them, but they're here. But now, let's have a chat with this owl.
I can't wait to get some time in the pool. Owls love water, you know.
In all irony, owls typically don't like the water. This is taking the fact that the penguins don't like to swim and the owls do, as the reverse of what it actually is. So for now, let's have a chat with Conductor, as there's several mini hymns.
Well, if it isn't the little lass. How's Stardom treating you? Oh, and sorry about the whole knife incident. What's a wee argument between colleagues though, right, lassie? Anyway, I better go ask about the childcare on board. I love these little blighters, but I canna bring them to the bar with me, can I?
At least we know the Conductor loves these kids. And apparently he's sorry about the whole fight. But yeah, these are believed to be the Conductor's grandchildren. So that makes you question, how old is the Conductor? But you do have to admit they are a bit cute, despite having no eyes.
Are we ready to sail?
And now, we can chat with these little beans.
Welcome to the cruise, miss.
The seals speak in Oo, and if you don't know what that is, make yourself happy.
We hope you have a great time.
And the leader of these seals, being a walrus, the captain.
You look a little young to be sailing alone, pup. Whatever. Just don't get in anyone's way. The crew do enough of that already.
Appears to be that the seals are a little troublesome. However, anytime you're near the captain, hat kids will automatically idle in a salute. Kinda cute for how she's acting. And it's the fish man.
Hey there, dude. Do that, I mean. I'm like ready for a nice cruise. Aren't you? Hopefully there's nothing fishy about this ship, you know? I got ripped off on a dodgy vacation last year. It was like not rad at all.
Yeah, that would be pretty terrible. And even the mafia boss is here.
First you kill me, then you torment me by booking passage on the only cruise liner here with facilities for people in jars. Such a rude little child. Were I not in a pleasant holiday mood, and still without a body, I would take my revenge right here and now.
We're only thinking about you, mafia boss. And I've been trying to avoid the name of the ship, because once I've spoken to everyone, I will show you what it's called. First, let's have a chat with this definitely not suspicious box with dark leaves underneath it.
Wait a minute. It's you again? You show up in my forest, assault me, refuse to leave, and then turn up to ruin my vacation too? You really are just the worst, kiddo. Yes, I'm hiding in a crate. Tickets are expensive.
Seems to be the Snatcher doesn't want to pay, so henceforth he's gonna just sneak on. That is known as being a stowaway. But then again, as a ghost, I guess it's perfectly fine if he's a stowaway. As you can see, you can climb up onto this little ship that's docked. And there isn't really much of value besides a few mafia men that try to kill you. And one rift token. However, you can see this is where the purple rift is. And it is extremely convenient. But we have not done any missions. So it's not right to do it yet. And now, onto the name of the ship. I will quickly remove the camera badge and replace it with, the hookshot and replace it with the camera to show you the ship is called SS Literally Can't Sink. If that is not hinting at anything in particular, I will be surprised. So for now, let's make sure that we have any hats that are 2-star for the brewing hat, and surprisingly there aren't any, so we're fine. Let's go and actually board our ship. Don't know how Hat Kid got a ticket, because apparently it's expensive. Not just that, she got one for the Mafia boss too. But let's go on. And as you can see, in order to even get on the ship, it's a bit difficult. They expect you to know, at minimum, the basics of the parkour in this game, along with parkour via hookshot. Once you get a checkpoint here, this is the biggest and the most difficult jump for most people, as you've got a double jump, dive, cancel, and then hookshot. However, once you step onto the ship, you're ready for another cutscene.
Attention, this is your captain speaking. Is this thing turned on? All passengers check in at the lobby desk. I'll be on board shortly.
So, it seems to be that we're going to be leaving real soon. And as you can see out in the distance, it appears to be very icy out there. However, before we go even close to that lobby, I would recommend go ahead and look around a bit. As while most of this seems to be perfectly fine and normal, and you can see out here there's ice via this telescope. There's people to talk to, and there's things to
I
obtain.
tried to get the boss to tell us about his next movie before we left, but he's tight-beaked about it.
Seems to be as well, Grooves is not going to let anyone know this next movie. So for now, the one thing of notoriety, and the only thing of notoriety, is up here. We do some balloon parkour and grab another Rift token. The reason that we're exclusively grabbing Rift tokens is because we've already gotten every relic. All that remains are Rift tokens. This means once we've done all the rifts, if we have enough Rift tokens, we can obtain everything from the machine. As you can see, down here is a ton of stuff, but we can't go in. An egg. We need to get back out, so let's use the hook shot to climb back up here. Now this room is extremely difficult to maneuver, but there's several people to talk to.
These annoying little seals are driving me mad! At least you, rude child, have the good grace to keep quiet.
If you can't tell already, our main goal is to come down here. Very easy to go down, but not that easy to go back up. And here is a murmur seal which we can attach ourselves onto and eternally fly. It also seems to be that they're growing pineapples in the floor, as well as the main door is actually filled to the brim. So, let's follow what the seals are saying. It appears we have to go downwards, but if you carry on this way,
That white boat's blocking the door! It's so heavy.
you can learn about that. And coming up here, you can see that even more doors are blocked. However, coming all the way down here is the way you got to go with, and this is even more vital to know, a 3D map of the ship. This ship is possibly the most complex area that we will ever explore. The reasoning for this is all the rooms have particular linked paths.
Attention passengers and crew. The ship is now leaving. Please try not to fall off.
And there we go. The ship has begun to sail. And as you can see, there's more paths and more doors.
This is the only bathroom on this thing. There has to be another way in. Oh, I'm getting desperate over here, kid.
It appears there's only one bathroom on this whole ship, and it's currently not available.
Sorry, I crashed the food court and spilled the drinks, so the bathroom is closed right now.
However, according to that penguin, there has to be another way in, which there is. And inside is, you guessed it, a rift token. And another seal which you can't actually talk to, but he's there. As you can see, there's more or less nothing to do anymore on the ship, besides carry on the... I do feel lucky, but besides what we already have to do, it doesn't look like there's anything available.
You look too young to gamble to me. Sorry, miss. Also, please stay off the desk. Also, please stay off the desk.
Yeah, even if you're on the desk or not, they will say the same thing.
I have family in...
Sub-Zero Central.
I'm very glad that this is where we are going. It is why I got on this cruise, of course.
You're feeling lucky, kid?
As you can see, there is tons of different routes. There's vents, there is doors, there's even little bits of propeller. You're all checked in. Now to track down that timepiece.
Hi, how can I help you? You looking for something that looks like this? Where have I seen that? Thinking very hard.
And it appears the timepiece is broken.
I remember. We broke one of those and hid it from the captain. He wouldn't be very happy if he knew we made a mess. We tried to clean it up, but we didn't do a very. I'm very sorry, miss. Please don't be upset.
It appears to be they broke our timepiece. This damage is serious. So more pieces than one, which is terrible. Maybe you could stick it all back together if you find the shards. It looks like there's one in every room. And like that, you learn you've got to go to every single room and locate its timepiece shard. You can tell there's 11 rooms. And now, let's begin our little mission to hunt for every timepiece shard. As you can see, there's a seal here which is glowing.
I hurt myself. Will you take me to the captain, please?
After picking up this little seal, we learn where the captain is, which is through this door. Bring this seal up to him.
What do you want, pup? One of the crew hurt themselves again? What do I look like, a doctor? Kiss it better yourself.
And we have to use the kiss emote to make it all better.
Thank you for kissing my ouchie, miss. I feel better already. I found a shiny glass, but it's all yours.
And now, that's 2 shards. Or should I say 3? As you can see, we're now by the casino again. But it appears to be one of the machines is glowing. I'm getting really good vibes from this machine. You need some chips to play though. So, you take the chips from right there and use them. You're feeling lucky. There was a shard stuck in the machine. And that is 4 shards down.
You're feeling lucky, kid.
As you can see, there's still a lot more locations we have to go. So, let's climb back up here. And let's see if there's one in here. The problem with this room now is we've got to climb up it. And as you can see, there is a shard here. By going to a lower floor, there is quite the high chance you'll encounter this room. Up here is a relic, or it would have been if it isn't a rift token, by getting every other relic already. And it would have been easier if I actually did that to get down here. In the engine room is yet another shard. But there's also this fella.
Watch your step there, Spark. It'd be real shocking if you slipped. I'm positive they could make it a little safer down here, but I guess that'd really amp up the costs. Anyway, it's nice to have a guest down here. Most folks don't appreciate the hard work I put in to keep the mood electric.
If you couldn't get it, this guy controls all the electricity. And every one of those jokes were electric based. By walking through the vent there, now, we end up in the laundry room. Someone started the wash cycle without any detergent. You better dunk some in there. So, we climb up here to grab some detergent. However, before we go over and put it in, you can see over here is a baby seal.
These towels are very comfy. I'm supposed to be working, but it's so nice.
They like the soft, comfy towels. But for now, let's dunk this. There was a timepiece shard in with the clothes. That is now 7. Climbing up from the laundry room leads you to the kitchen.
It's very hard to reach up these counters. Maybe we should have gotten some smaller ones.
From the kitchen, with a shard, very much obvious. Of course, the dining room, in which this Mafia man is glowing.
Mafia bit down on something hard in his food. Child should take it back to kitchen, please.
It appears to be we need to take this food back to the kitchen. Underneath the lettuce, that's a shard from the timepiece. Now that is 9 of all 11 pieces. By heading through the dining room, you can go to an elevator. By using the button and going up, you will end up above the kid play area. And as you can see down in here are all of the conductor's kids with a toy owl some toy blocks, and other just small commodity toys. You haven't the faintest clue what any of this means, but the handwriting's surprisingly good for a seal. As you can see, this seal's glowing, so...
Hello! I need to get all these empty glasses, but I dropped them. Can you help me, miss?
It appears to be we need to collect some glasses. And then we probably have to take them to the bar. The more you carry, the more things will wobble. That will be vital for a later mission. Hey, that's nice. There's a shard in this drink. And that is now 10 of the 11 pieces. We're missing only one.
Get me a sinking ship on the rocks. Oh, I make the good part to double. Oh, I didn't notice you there, lassie. Out roaming, are we? If you're after a drink, I think they might have some wee bottles of juice. You're a capable one, sure. But what I'm having is nae for young lasses.
If you couldn't get it, the conductor's having a more adult drink, which is alcohol.
I thought the pool would be heated seeing as it's so cold out, but it isn't. I almost froze my feathers off trying to take a dip earlier.
It appears to be the pool is also very cold. Fit for only the seals. So, why don't we go and see what room we have left to explore for our final shard. All we need to do is quickly hunt around and look for a little map. Once we've found the 3D map, we are all good to go. And while you might think the map helps out a lot, in truth, all the map really does to assist you is kind of show you the layout of how some of the rooms are designed. So it's a more higher up floor, and the room appears to be much thinner. In case you couldn't tell as well, the hat does reveal to you the locations of things. And here's the shard, it's in the bathroom. And the timepiece is restored all the way back in the captain's quarters. So, to get there, there's a few options. However, one of the quickest might just be we go to the kitchen, we go outside of it, these stairs, then we jump off of the banner onto the chandelier. As just next to the dining room up top is the captain's quarters. If you couldn't tell, even though there's only a few timepieces here, it takes a very long time to actually get these timepieces. However, luckily the second mission is not as long. Ship shape. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff being carried by Hat Kid here. If you couldn't tell, that wobbling items mechanic will come in play here way more than it did prior. Let's go talk to the staff about the lost and found having a timepiece.
Hi, miss. How can I help you? Oh? There's something you want in the lost and found? The captain lets us pick something from it if we work very, very hard. Maybe you could help. But you'd have to ask him nicely. Just follow the mess to his room.
As it says, you can follow the mess to his room. Or, if you know the pathing, you're able to take, in essence, any route. One of the easiest routes to take is you quickly go to the back there, come outside, you break that open so you can all climb up. You hop over. Your ice hat. Oops, I fell down accidentally. And right over here is the door to the quarters. So let's go talk to the captain.
What's that, pup? You want to help out? Sure. Maybe something will get done around this mess of a boat for once. It'd be a first. All right. You'll need to deliver drinks, some food, and a few other things. And do it quickly, pup. Oh, and there are some other jobs that'll need doing, so pay attention. Are you ready to start?
Once you begin, you're going to be on very strict times for a lot of this.
You can start by getting rid of some of these boxes for me. It's starting to get messy in here.
So, we take the rubbish, and we head down to where it tells us to go. In this case, to the bin. This says we need to take it into the oven. And now things begin to get more difficult, as you need to start multitasking. Take that, put it down, quickly climb up, as if any of these tasks vanish, they will become way easier to make the captain irritated. Over here, looks like we need to do something. All of these are now leading upwards. This can kind of help you out, as if you need to do everything upwards, then you're able to actually collect it all together. Okay. We need to take something a lot higher up. And there we go. You can see though, every location does in fact have a particular icon. Meaning you can tell where anything has to go and where missions are due to the icon. Now things are really starting to get a lot higher in amounts. We may or may not need to get things done quicker, as if that bar on the bottom right fills up fully, the captain will stop us on the spot. So, it's not us just trying to do enough missions, it's us trying to do enough before he's angry. Okay, let's quickly head over into the kitchen. That's the rubbish. Let's run over as quick as we can. It appears to be we actually missed our location. That ain't good at all. As the captain's starting to get a bit angry. And with the mission gone there, it's only made things harder. As you can see though, his anger does go down when you complete missions. This means that you need to complete enough of them to keep him from getting too angry. Okay, we have two things in the casino here. If we do those together, it will make things a lot calmer in terms of the captain.
You're feeling lucky, kid.
Now we got to quickly head over to the kitchen and laundry. However, there's also something we need to do in here, as it's about to go out. There we go. The captain's very calm. And the music's speeding up as we're getting closer to our completed goal. And yes, you can get muddy. There's also a kid here. They definitely shouldn't be there. Okay. If you recall, in order for the kid to be done, we need to take the kid to the child area, which is just through that elevator. This is a very good run, even though it was pretty close to failing. This is the final mission that we have to do, and as it is the final mission, there's no more that have to pop up unless this one fails. Which shouldn't be the case. And there.
This is your captain speaking. You can stop now, pup. Come back to control, I guess.
Here we go.
Well, looks like you actually cleaned up more mess than you made, pup. That's more than most of the crew can manage. Help yourself to something from the lost and found. Nobody ever comes back for that stuff anyway.
And with that, we can now obtain something from Lost and Found. The easiest way to Lost and Found from here is we go from the control room down to the casino, and from the casino down to the main lobby. And like that, that is another timepiece. Due to how the first mission was such a longer mission, I'm going to say that's enough for this episode. So, once we've loaded in, we're going to check how much in terms of Rift tokens we have. And, by the looks of it, we can do 2 slots. Next time on A Hat in Time, what we'll be doing is we'll finish off Chapter 6, as there's only one more mission, and then the Rifts. But for now, let's claim a 2-star colour, actually. Cookie dough. And as for our other Rift tokens, a remix, 1-star hat flare. As you can see right above it, there's the 3-star hat flare for the Dweller Mask. But let's get the 1-star hat flare. So, we're coming up to a close on the stories, as we've obtained quite a lot of the stuff that we need. All we're going to need is 120 more ponds, a few more missions done in here, and the next chapter, the Rifts, and then it's on to the finales. So, this is Mystic, and goodbye.